Greetings, traveler.
So for now, my dear chats, we are going to be watching a Seville game. Look at that beautiful logo. Because he discovered a new strategy. At least I have not seen it before. It's always hard to say like who discovered it, who did it first. There's some random guy that did it first, usually, right? But I'm curious here. So we're gonna pick Terran. It's a Beast Elemental lobby. You guys have heard me set that to death. I like Rylak with rerolls, so that's something I'm thinking about. I see dragons, but I don't see pirates, so it's harder to set up stun trake. You can't really go for the money into stun trake or the freebooter. Then Nagas and Mechs, little... Like, I guess Naga for Sapper is super interesting for... Sorry, Naga for Terran is super interesting for Sapper, because you can hero power to Sapper. It's, like, very good. Hey Dimesh, what's up? Pretty standard start here. We got the Whelp with the hero power. Then Forest Rover is huge, yeah. So he rolls here. Ooh. How does your money work with that? Because next turn you have to buy... I guess maybe you even oil, honestly. Because Forest Rover is so good here. Like Forest Rover, they buffed that for like +2/+1 instead of 1/1. And it's just like stupid good. Like 2 Forest Rovers, you're summoning 6 4s. Like you're not really losing. So I feel like he can oil here. In other news, Shady bought the oil. Okay, he's gonna go volumizer. So like very, very slow, very steady tempo. So he's looking to go like very like, okay. Well, to be fair, ever since they buffed volumizer, back, right? So it used to be +1/+3, then they made it a 1/2, and now it's back to 1/3 and 3/1, the red one and the blue one. That is really, really good tempo. But he doesn't mind going slow here. So it's double Forest Rover. So he's summoning a bunch of 6/4s, and then double Volumizer does give you good stats here. So he's got a 7/2 and a 7/4. Like if you play a blue one on top of this, all the guys on the board, they get like 3 extra health too. It is pretty outrageous, so that is cool to see that he's like, oh no, you know what, that's not a bad use of my money. And I mean, he was right? He would have lost here. Like those 2 beetles that alone, that's not enough. Okay, that's a good reminder for me. Like, hey, just take it. Sporebat's great. We're taking to make a triple. Okay, so we're not taking Sporebat. Wow. Oh, he's gonna go for Golden Rover so that he can then just hero power that rover. Okay, so instead of the Sporebat, oh, oh, that's okay. I guess we sell the Whelp and one of the volumizers, right? We are leveling, aren't we? Oh, we're not? What? Oh, because he gets good Avenges on 4? See, my thinking was, oh, we can get like Titus or something, but he's just okay keeping his board here. Wow. Sell that with Spirit Drake? Is that not just better? What are we doing here? Huh. Wow, this is so like not how I would have played it. Again, which is good. I like that. I like learning. I like seeing like, oh well, he's doing it like this. So the Zephyr's hero power I do get because it suddenly turns your Forest Rover into a monster where you can hero power it. The beetles are bigger. You have 1 guy that spawns 2 more, so it is a better hero power. But like buying the bedrocks there and like not pushing the level, that to me was interesting. So wanted to go for the tier 4 Avenge, I'm guessing, to try and take use of that. And then the bedrocks here, just good enough. Will still take the damage. Might want to... oh, he's looking for a mech here. Oh, maybe that tier 4 mech that gives you volumizers. I could see that, yeah. Okay, so he is going to get some value here from the bedrocks, right? Pick those up on tier 3. And then has 3 evolves for next turn. But that surprised me, right? That he was comfortable saying, oh, let me just like buy bedrock here, another bedrock, instead of pushing the level. And then also selling is 1/3, which is like Avenge fodder for your Spirit Drake. So he was more interested in keeping the volumizers. All right, we are pretty strong here with these these beetles, but we did talk about how nice it is for Terran to have that juicy hero power targets. Oh, but he loses because Thinker is OP. I did say that when rally was introduced. I think there should be a cap on how many times you can rally, because the outlier where the rally unit just survives and survives and survives and it goes off like 7 times, it's so ludicrous. It's like, oh yeah, I mean, I got like 7 rally procs. And you don't see anything wrong with that? Nah, I mean, that seems like fine, right? That's a good shop to evolve. There's a lot of 4s, so I think that's what he's been waiting for. Let's do that again. I don't think we like anything here. There's a photo bomber, but I think he's looking for Apexus, honestly. Yeah. I think as Terran, where he's keeping his volumizers, they kind of smelled like, let's try Apexus. Oh, and then Zephrys with the Bedrock gives him a guaranteed triple. Okay. Broodmother is like Giga Avenge for the Spirit Drake. He could eyes a Spirit Drake here and get like a crap load of money. I'm sort of down for that, because you want to freeze the shop anyway, so that you can evolve it again. Maybe score another Apexus. Yeah, I think we're doing that eyes on the Broodmother thing. Or just holding eyes. Oh, Macaw is in, I guess. Okay, yeah, fair. I guess he's also saying, I'm already Terran. I have Broodmother. I have Death Rattles. Let me, let me not like golden the Spirit Drake to get a few extra spells for something I have to sell immediately afterwards. I have Apexus. If I have eyes in my hand, I can just golden Macaw. That would make a lot of sense, yeah. See, that's why I love doing these reviews, man. There's so many things. Like, there's a reason these guys are, like 17.2 here in this video. That's a lot of MMR, chat. 17.2. Okay, so we are taking damage. We're still on tier 4 because we have been evolving. So now we have the major time warp. Hey, Ronsu, thank you so much for the 80. Welcome back, man. We're taking Goldenizer because we do have that evolve. So we could just make Golden Apexus here if we hit it. Utility drone does not do very much. Are we just freezing this again to roll it again next turn? Are we rolling? Like, it's an awkward spot. We're not that weak because we have Terran on Apexus, but we're also not incredibly strong. Like, you could absolutely lose here, right? So he's gonna roll it away to maybe find the Titus in the shop, right? If he finds the Titus in the shop, he can golden it right away and then have the hero power. Are we buying that 2-drop here? Is that what's up? I think we are, yeah. Just like full tempo. Try to live, get another magnetic. Norm, thank you very much for the prime as well. Thank you for supporting. Thanks for dropping the prime on my channel. Yeah, okay, this is like a scary spot. Because his evolves have honestly just let him down. Like, he evolved and he bought 1 unit essentially, right? And then he bought eyes, but he hasn't found the thing he wanted to eyes. I don't think he's looking at like Rylak rerolls anymore now, right? Holy whelp buffs. Yeah, we're in trouble here. Holy whelp buffs. Yeah, little subscribe thing. I will link. Hey, thank you. So Seville saying subscribe is working on my Twitch. That's great. Rosina, thank you so much for the sub. Very, very much appreciated. So what I was going to say is I'm going to link Seville's video after the review. So make sure to go, give him a follow or a sub on YouTube. It's free. Okay, so there's that 4-drop he was looking for earlier, but it's a bit too late now, right? Yeah, he's on 11. So, man, we need... okay, he's going in on the 5-drop here because we are playing something Apexus. Ooh, we missed. That's unfortunate. He could have had double golden. Does he just buy 2 and save his goldenizer? Or does he make 1 golden? Okay, so he's selling a bunch of cards. So I'm assuming he wants to put 2 on the board, right? He knows he needs the board space. Okay, he's potentially looking to triple that. Yeah, he can triple that volumizer. Ooh, there's Titus. So we have golden Titus. This is interesting. And we have hero power, right? We can make that golden without using goldenizer. Okay. I guess, yeah, if you have a golden one and a regular one, you don't have enough hand space anyway. So now we do have that Titus. That is nice that it just came from that 6-drop. Taunt on Apexus. still have eyes. Relentless Deflector. Okay, so he's just gonna go full milk here. And then eyes that thing for more spawns. Okay, wow. And he just evolves here because he wants more hand space. Wow, this is... yeah, we are cooking here. This is very, very off meta, I would say. Even though, yes, there's an Apexus and a Titus, right? We are playing a Venge Apexus comp, where we are playing Relentless Deflector, which is getting buffed by the Apexus minions. It's then getting the Divine Shield and the Taunt. If they then hit into it, it's going to lose its Taunt, and then the Avenge stuff is going to proc more. It's going to proc the Volumizer more in the back, right? So that is going to keep buffing. And then he can put either the stats back on the guy in the back. Like, what's his name again? I know the other one's Deflector, right? What's the one in the back? I've said it a few times. Anyways, I feel if you keep Deflector on the board, you're gonna buff the Deflector. Dispenser, yeah, that's the one. Dispenser, man, this is very, very interesting. Iminiman, thank you very much for the Prime as well. Thank you so much for supporting. Super appreciate it. The green volumizer is buffed, so if we put that on the Deflector, it's gonna get taunt, but then lose the taunt when it gets hit, I think, right? Or not? Okay, so we are buffing the dispenser, so we're maybe not looking at keeping it. Ooh, we just taunted our dispenser, did we not? Is the green one that taunt? That's what I was... oh, he's just gonna get pants here because he's a streamer. No, okay. That's what chat would say. It's like, he taunted his dispenser, now we'll just hit pants. Whelps. He's looking at Golden Titus with the Whelp comp because he's Terran. I don't know. I feel like we got a fun thing going here, but maybe it's not enough. Does it lose taunt? I don't know if the Deflector loses taunt. I think it does, but... because I think the text does say that. First ever Twitch subscription. Oh, so you just like figured out like what Prime... yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to use Prime. The Deflector does not lose taunt when you taunt it. And okay. Because it gains taunt, right? And then loses it. Not lose taunt when it loses shields. As taunt while shield. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair. That makes sense then. So yeah, I guess we're looking for pants. Now, luckily the dispenser is huge. And we are fighting beetles, so he's hitting in chunks of 50. Which is not enough to kill our dispenser. At least not right away. Ooh, Titus lived. That's great. And he is buffing whelps here. Does that make sense? I feel like our comp relies on the whelps dying. He's doing like a very, very mix of things, right? We got the whelp buffing, then we got the dispenser, we got the Apexus on top of everything. We also have the Deflector. Archdarky, thank you very much as well for using your Prime here. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, there's pants. Of course he hits the pants, chat. What else would happen? So Golden Apexus here is also huge because he still has his hero power for Zephyrus, and then he has Terran on a Golden Apexus. But he is rolling on 5, so he's not like... well, I guess he could roll twice and then still level here. See if the triple here gives him something. Buff, 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 buff. He's planning on eating Dispenser on a stun drake later. You don't have enough money for that, do you? Because you can't sell your Titus. Oh, he's gonna go Golden Whelp too. Okay, so we are committing to that essentially. Interesting. So are we just hero powering Whelp now? And we're just not playing Apexus anymore? This is weird. Oh, he's hero powering still the 3/3 here. So he's not even hero powering Apexus for more triggers. He's just hero powering the Avenge. If he hero powers the Avenge, it does more than Apexus, right? Well, no, that's not true because we have Titus. So it goes off 3 times. If the dispenser procs one time, but the dispenser doesn't proc one time, right? Because if golden hatchling with Titus actually gets all its value, it's basically the same as Apexus dying, because the dispenser is going to. It's not the same actually. It's better, yeah, because the dispenser will trigger 2 times, so you'll get 4 procs instead of 3. So normally when you hero power Apexus with Golden Titus, you get 3 extra magnetics on something, right? The dispenser will magnetize twice per Avenge 3. So if he gets full value from this Golden Whelp, then he will get 4 triggers. So it's 1 more. And he also fills up his hand, but that's not that much of a consideration because his hand is already full anyway. Eat junk punk. That is what this feels like, yeah. This is very, very mid-rangey type stuff. And then the Whelp's getting buffed on the side. Okay, he is gonna taunt the deflector. Okay, but we can see whether it loses it or not. So he has buffed his Whelps a bit, but we'll get rid of it now, I guess. Okay, you got more taunt. We're just going in on the full Avenge here. Well, I mean, his Whelps being stronger can be an upside, but it can also be a downside, right? Because we're not really playing Whelp comp here. We're playing more magnetic comp. I think that's also shown. But yeah, look, the Whelp survive. That's horrible, right? Yeah, I don't know about it. I feel like that. Like, but then again, this is sort of unexplored territory, right? You're not going to get that right from the first time. But the fact that we just lost 5 Whelps because they're too big, and another, so we've lost 10 Whelps here. Like 10 Whelps did not trigger. Like, that's not great, right? So he does want the deflector to be perma-taunted, by the way. It is big enough, I guess. It's not a huge deal. There is upside to having the Whelps be bigger, of course. You are getting... you're dealing more damage into these beetles now. So does that make up for losing 10 Whelps at the start? So if you lose 10 Whelps, that's like 3 triggers. That's 6 Apexus procs on the dispenser or the deflector. With so many tokens, isn't Apexus better to not overflow? No, I just talked about it. If you get full value, it's better to get the Avenge because the dispenser triggers in combat as well. Dispenser was buffed, so it now magnetizes during the combat as well. So it's like Apexus. It has an Apexus-like effect. Instead of it being death roll, it's on Avenge. But this is very cool stuff. Because I feel like he was in a lot of trouble, and he was really trying to get, you know, something, right? He just needed to stabilize. Reborn, that's great, right? Man, I think we freeze that Hamul here. I think you just freeze the shop and say, ugh, sucks. Yeah, he's just pumping that deflector. Yeah, I like that freeze. Now that the Apexus has reborn, I think you hero power Apexus. Because now you're getting 1 additional trigger. And you have Golden Titus. So that is just better then, right? Right? Well, it depends if you actually want the Whelps to just hit stuff. Right? You could do that too. They open up at Leroy. Yes, I think taunting the deflector it's absolutely not something that comes without risk. I think you can leave that untaunted too. I wonder why he wanted it taunted. I guess he didn't have like a perma taunt on his Whelp, but he could just perma taunt his Whelp here, right? Yeah. Yeah. Not in love with that. Now, do we carry here with our dispenser? 2.3. We do because of the shields. Assuming the shield doesn't go into the Shimmer Moth. Yeah, he just has enough here. Huge! Dude, that's a win. What a clean, like... Well, maybe not like clean game, as in like very standard, but what a well-adapted game. Where he said, okay, I have that Apexus, and I really need a Titus, but I didn't roll Titus, I rolled 2 dispensers instead. So I'm gonna use the dispensers because I already have a Venge Fodder on my board that I played earlier for my Spirit Rake, and that now transitions very nicely into getting a lot of magnetics like that. And oh, I have this random deflector on the board. I guess I will play with that and I will pump it, so that's pretty cool.